All right. Hello, everyone, and a wonderful Sunday to you. To my brothers out there that are in the camp, I do apologize for not going to be with you, but uh, there we go. I know you guys are probably having a blast without me there in camp, but I saw the video you guys sent over, and well, let's just say that some of you could use a lot of tips on how to chop a log with an axe. But that's just me. I'll show you hopefully next year. But you guys look great. Thanks for the videos. They were awesome. I wish I was there with you guys, but family comes first as always. To everyone else, hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I hope everything's going good for you. As promised, I will be doing a no spoiler or maybe light spoiler of Cocaine Bear. It didn't disappoint in some aspects. It did disappoint in other aspects, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the original storyline. But I still highly recommend we go see it, and we're going to do a review at the end of the show. It was it was definitely worth the wait, and I am glad I didn't go see it in theaters. It wouldn't have made a difference. It was just a good fun movie. Let's go ahead and get the disclaimers out of the way. I do want to tell the YouTube that this is all just made up inside of your head. This is a figment of your imagination. This is a very, very bad dream, a nightmare, or a night terror. For those of you that still think and consider themselves as a 5-year-old child, or in that one instance on that news broadcast, an 8-year-old Filipino girl when you're a giant, fat, greasy, disgusting-looking man in his mid-30s. This is Minecraft. It's all lies. Everything you're going to see is just completely 100% faux. And I would like also to offer you your glass of milk. I'm cupping your balls. I'm patting you on the ass and putting you back to sleep. Have a good night. Now, for those of you here that, of course, absolutely and utterly adore a wonderful, good drama sideline, I do want you to know that we've got some little juicy stories for you today. I'm particularly interested in the FBI one, but we don't normally talk about Biden because everybody gets played on a Biden. He's all over the news. But I did find one story that I just absolutely could not say no to. I thought this was something that we just had to talk about. It's a little bit more of the same, but at the same time, it's a little bit of a twist. It's like using lime instead of lemon, or lemon instead of lime, whichever your preferred is. But yeah, definitely. What's up, Shadowhawk? How you doing, bro? Man, the entire time I was down in Houston, I kept seeing your guys' updates or your alerts for the shows, and I was like, man, I wish I could come in and had time, but it was just crazy. TJ, what's up? Oh, I think your husband might have a problem with that, but if our age was a little bit the same, you're definitely getting some pats from me, lady. You know that though already, I think. And also TJ, as of Saturday morning, 206.7. Yeah. No shit. No shit. Okay. So let's get this first story rolling. All right. I think you guys are going to like this. And this is from Gateway Pundits. You guys, my fans that have been watching me for a while, you know how I feel about Gateway Pundit. Remember, they are incredibly biased and they're kind of like the CNN of the right. Okay. So remember, take it with a grain of salt, but they've got some good shit here. Okay. Every now and then they get some stuff. Of course, look at our favorite Parmesan cheese crackhead over here. It's great. And remember this lady. Okay, she's going to be a part of this. Republican Nancy Mace. We found several more Biden family members involved. Oh, wait, you know what? I might want to share this with you guys, right? I might want to actually put this on the screen. My bad. Let me just do that whole thing over again. It's not wasting your time. Okay, so remember this lady right here, okay? We're going to be seeing her a lot in the future. I'm telling you, we're going to be seeing her a lot in the future. Nancy Mace, okay? She's, Republican. I don't really know much about her except for from what I read in this article. I'll do more research about her, give you guys a little bit more tidbits next time. This was a rush show because of everything that's been going on, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing this. This came out on April 22nd of this year at 8:40 p.m. Republican Nancy Mace. And I love the face they chose of Hunter. It's not dumb face, but that's a something face, right? Nancy Mace. We found several more Biden family members involved. More shell companies and sources of funds unknown. We got a video here. Republican Nancy Mace went on America's Newsroom on Fox News on on Friday morning with Bill Hemmer and Dana Perino. I always love that last name, Perino. During her segment, Mace revealed that there are several more Biden family members involved in their criminal grifting. Mace also said there are more shell companies to explore, and that is the just grossest thing. Wow, that's like an instant no-no. And more questions about what Biden family members were being paid for. They always choose the weirdest pictures, by the way. It appears Joe Biden and his family were selling out American people for decades. Now, this is the part that I kind of want to focus on, okay? Like, I'm pretty big, those of you that know me for a while now, okay, since October. I mean, I'm a pretty big, fan of America and America's policies and America's Constitution, the flag and all that. Me being a Marine and everything kind of something to do with it. But, dude, if this is true, right, this is kind of the twist I'm talking about. If the whole Biden family has basically been traitors to America for decades, that means a bunch of people had to turn their heads in order for him to become president. And they all knew that he was a piece of shit, right? All right. So this whistleblower is putting everything on the line to provide the American people with this information. It should be investigated to the fullest extent of the law. Well, Hunter Biden wouldn't. When the left says that no one is above the law, the American people, when they're talking about Trump, right? The American people deserve the right to have them put their money where their mouth is, whether it's a current or former president or their family. They'll arrest Trump and drag him out, for a misappropriation of funds, but not Hunter Biden, with $16 million payoffs, right? This should be investigated, and we need more information. We only looked at the SARS reports, suspicious activity reports. There was a virus called SARS, wasn't there? For 2 Biden family members. Well, there are several more Biden family members that you are at the Treasury you look at. Wait, did I say that wrong? There are several more Biden family members that you were at the Treasury you look at. Okay, I guess. 2. And then we found more Biden family members involved, more shell companies, the sources of the funds being unknown, where they're going unknown, and why they were paid for. And the numbers are astronomical. I mean, it's crazy. And yet I'm very much a centrist. I'm right of center, left of center, depending on an issue. And I've seen this with my own eyes. It's not a conspiracy theory. So before we get into this video,
5 words you pronounce wrong 2 years before your brain starts shutting.
So there are 2 stories.
I guess that was really annoying. I hated that. Okay, so let's get this up. But I want to get back here and see if we got any chats. We do. Looks like we got some people talking. Let's get some people recognized real quick. We got Corner. Hello, Corner Clubhouse. Welcome. All right. Thumbs up all around. Hello, waving. Yeah. Shadow. Hello. Say hi. Well done. Oh yes, I know, right? That's what you told me earlier. Yeah. TJ. Hey, I got a few more to go. Okay. Seriously, a few more to go. And we are going to be exploring that as well. When I graduated boot camp, I was 177 pounds. Okay. And I was like a 27 waist. I don't want to get down that low. I was like rail skin and bones. And then when I was fighting in the ring, when I was in the Corps, when I was doing my actual circuit training, I was 195 to basically 200, depending on when I would fluctuate. That's my goal. I want to be basically between, I want to be more muscular this time. So I'm probably going to try to float around 203 to 206, somewhere in there. Let's see. CCC. Yeah. Up in the house. Hey, what's up, Becca? All right. Good evening, Vincent. Hello, chat. I can't believe another week has passed. Hope you are doing well. Well, technically, you did see me on Wednesday, right? So technically, it's not a week, but I know what you're talking about. Just got here. I am here for some good old-fashioned racism. Of course, we will have plenty of that. Don't forget sexism, homophobia, transphobia, and any other buzzword that I left out. Oh, and of course, I'm full of white guilt, and I am a cis white male and full of male toxicity that will completely and utterly destroy the entire world because it is the most dangerous thing that there is on the planet right now. I'm here as the brown face of racism. Let's go. Oh, yes. Yes. Love it. It is awesome. We should, okay. Remember the idea that I came up with, like, just getting like a different person from each race saying like the most incredibly racist, like offensive thing? We've got to do that, bro. I'm serious, man. We have got to do that. And just like stare in the camera as we do it. Do it live on like every single platform that we know. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. Piss off as many people as we possibly can and see exactly how much merch we can sell with it. I'm telling you, dude, it's a brilliant idea. I'm copywriting that under me right now. Vincent DeLeon of this time frame, whatever. Somebody write that in there. Dude, we got to do that. You know how many people will get mad? All the snowflakes that will just instantly pull a Wicked Witch of the West thing and just melt because they won't be able to handle it. Come on, dude. All right, yes. Lemon pie. Woo! What's up, man? How you doing? Long time no see, bro. It's Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. All right, so this is 1 minute and 39 seconds. Let's see what she's got to say. I'm a white cisgender. Actually, whenever women like you, I showed you that video. Remember the little clip of the old one? There's another interview. I'm trying to find it for you, just for you so you can see it. It's this old British chick just telling all the feminists from right now, the third, fourth wave feminists, how they're fucking cunts and bitches and everything. And she's literally like using every slur you can think of. And she's like, I would have beaten your ass. I promise you. I would have just like hit you in the vagina. I mean, it's like brutal, but it's great. All right, so let's get to this one. And here we go. This, like I said, it's got 1 minute and 39, I think. 1:38.
Stories really running parallel this week. One is the laptop story. We'll see where that goes with these intel officials. And the other is what you're talking about here in this IRS whistleblower. The attorney for that whistleblower was talking with Brett last night on a special report.
My client wants to come forward. He's not a political person. He's not a social media person. He's not coming here with a political agenda.
He's been at the IRS for a long time.
He's been at the IRS for more than 10 years, and now he's a supervisory special agent. My client's a career law enforcement officer who is respected within the IRS, and he teaches other agents how to properly do investigations.
So he's been at the IRS for 10 years. We know that now. And apparently he decided he could not live with himself by keeping this information private. If he goes public, that's going to be a hearing to watch.
Right. And I believe it too. This whistleblower is putting everything on the line to provide the American people with this information. It should be investigated to the fullest extent of the law. When the left says that no one is above the law, the American people deserve the right to.
I want to point this out too. Just something to think about. I'm sorry for interrupting. I'll let it play in just a second, but think about this. The right, for as horrible as the right is, according to the left, why is it they're not outing whistleblowers like the left does? And we're going to follow this up later with an FBI article that we got. Just keep that in your brain.
Have them put their money where their mouth is, whether it's a current or former president or their family. This should be investigated, and we need more information. We only looked at the SARS reports for 2 Biden family members. Well, there are several more Biden family members that
when
are
you were
involved.
at the Treasury, you only looked at 2?
It's more than, and then we found more Biden family members involved, more shell companies, the sources of the funds being unknown, where they're going unknown, and why they were paid for. And the numbers are astronomical.
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy. And yet I'm very much a centrist. I'm right of center, left of center, depending on the issue. And I've seen this with my own eyes. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is real.
And I don't like the whole right of centrist, left of centrist thing. That she's probably doing that to kind of cover her own ass, but you get the basic gist of it. So, but remember her face, remember her name. That's Mace. Okay, Republican Mace or Representative Mace. I never know which one it is, but it's one of those. So no, I have not. TJ, find that link. Let's share it. I want to see that. Now I have seen like the on the whatever podcast that I told you guys about a couple weeks ago. I have seen Brian like breaking those girls with Tate stuff and them just going whenever they show the videos and everything. So I've seen that. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but Andrew Tate has a way of making people angry, kind of the same way Matt Walsh does and Ben Shapiro does, just by stating facts or stating things that are just real. Like he just, I mean, they try to make him look like he's a sexist, but he's not a sexist. He might be a traditionalist to the extreme, but he's not a sexist. He has his characteristics, he has his standards, but when women have standards that are calling him sexist, they just call it standards. But they're the ones that are being sexist the majority of the time. But then when men have standards or preferences, it's sexist. It's like, what? It doesn't make any sense. But I would like to see it, though, if you can find it. By the way, guys, of course, obviously, if you want to plug your channel, please do. I've got StreamYard up at the top. If you want to come in, everyone is more than welcome. I have to say this. I got some information about this recently. Look, like my mods, the people that are here that I trust, the people that have been here with the beginning, look, they're going to be watching you in the chat. Okay. That's just the way it's going to be. And some people apparently were not happy with the fact that not everybody's a mod. Look, I'm going to let the people that I trust be mods. And then of course, if you're here and everybody likes you and everybody thinks you're okay, and we all know that we can trust you, then you become a mod. That's how it works. You don't just become a mod because you tell me that you want to be a mod. It doesn't work that way. All right. So sorry guys, that's just how it is. All right. So anyways, about this Mace thing. So I find it incredibly interesting that the Republicans will do whatever they can to protect their whistleblower, right? But anytime there's a whistleblower on the left side, they're getting doxxed, or especially if like CNN finds out before anyone else does, that person's fucked. I mean, they're just screwed. It's over, game over. And that's fucking hilarious. It's funny, they were asking me, some of my friends were asking me about how if I was asked if I was a racist or whatever on the show, if people consider me one. I was like, well, we're all considered racist. I mean, technically speaking. I mean, according to the left, everybody's a sexist and a racist. And I didn't mention you by name, but I mentioned a couple of us by name. And I said, there are some of us that are more racist than others, though, just on a scale of like 1 to 10, some of us break the scale, I just love that shit, dude. Everything's offensive. Everything is sexist. It's like, no, it's not. But all right. I'm just simply saying that if whistleblowers have always been, since the beginning of time, controversial. I understand that concept, but why is it that whenever the left come out with a whistleblower, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come after them as if it's a negative thing, but the right comes after them with just the story. Generally speaking, I think it would be kind of opposite, like 1 times out of 10 that they're probably, going to not do it type thing. But, they more likely than not on the right will protect this guy as long as they possibly can until he basically they just can't anymore. And then of course, when someone outs him and tells him who he is, then the entire world will basically go after him. I understand that too. But the whole point that I'm trying to make here is you're supposed to protect your source. What happened to that? What happened to the news media protecting their source? What happened to the concept of, you got a story from someone and you're supposed to protect that person because they're putting their life on the line? What happened to that? I mean, I'm just saying. But okay, we'll get on to the next one. Ooh, we got it. Okay. All right. We'll save that for the short. Let me go ahead and get that, and I'll put that in the, here we go. Let me get this. We'll make that be one of the shorts we do whenever we get to the end. I will put it in there. There we go. That will be the very last short that we watch. I'm guessing that's the Tate one, right? Okay. Here we go. And we are going to share this next story. Okay. So you guys ever wonder how much the Netflix guys get paid? The CEOs and everything? I'm about to tell you. And it's a lot more than I thought. I was thinking like 1.5 a year, 2.5 a year at most. No. Netflix's Reed Hastings and Ted Sarandos pay packages hit 50 million plus in 2022. Now, the reason why this is so significant, by the way, is because Netflix has basically sucked since like 2015. I mean, let's just be real about this. Television and movies have basically sucked for a while now, but Netflix just completely started force feeding us diarrhea in a fucking bowl with a giant spoon around 2015. It just everything went to. There was a couple of things that came out, a couple of animes, a couple of decent series. I like the first season of Daredevil. Nothing after that, but I mean, nothing in the Daredevil series, anyways. In the little 4-hero saga, the Jones one was even the worst, and the way they did Luke Cage was just such a sin. But Netflix has been garbage, and look how much they're making. COO Greg Peters, who is now the CEO of Netflix, I guess say that 3 times fast, alongside Sarandos, brought in $28.1 million in compensation last year prior to his promotion, because he got promoted for doing such a great job. Coming off a turbulent year that saw Netflix's stock lose more than $50 billion. That's more than Disney, right? Right? Didn't Disney only lose like 20 billion or 30 billion? Yeah, Netflix lost more than Disney last year, which is, you got to try, in market share at one point as subscriber growth has faltered because your shows are woke and PC, and if you go woke, you go broke. I mean, if Budweiser has not proven one thing particularly, you go too far in the woke PC category, dude, you're fucking yourself with like a non-lubricated condom. You're not even using spit. Seriously. So the streaming giant's top executives saw their total pay packages see a significant bump to cross the 50 million mark in 2022, according to securities filings released on Friday. Netflix chairman and then Co-CEO Reed Hastings brought in roughly $51.1 million in total compensation last year compared to 40. He made more money on a worse year when inflation is soaring through the roof and everyone's making You wonder why everybody's pissed, right? Last year's compensation was comprised of $650,000 base salary, roughly $49.4 million in stock options, and $1 million coming from other compensation. The majority of which, he moonlights as a gigolo. That's where the $1 million comes from, which was for the personal use of Netflix's corporate aircraft and $212 for car services. $212 for car services? I guess. Related stories. No. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos saw his 2022 pay package hit just $50.3 million compared to his $38.2 million he brought in the previous year. Of the $50.3 million, $20 million came from the executive's base salary. 28, that's a massive difference from the other guy. Jesus. $28.5 million from stock options and $1.8 million from other compensation, where $12,000, $11,299 went to car services, big difference in that one. $336,000 to personal use of the company plane, and $1.427 million to residential security costs. That's his security on his house, by the way. Remember, these are the same people that want to defund the police. For those of you guys that don't understand this, in communist countries, in true socialist countries, the Marxist-based societies, all of the rich people have private security forces. There's no police. What little police there are all owned by the people that have all the money. That's why they want you not to have weapons. That's why they don't want police. That's why the police they want to exist will be under their thumb and do whatever the fuck they want to you to keep their perfect little communist paradise perfect. All of Netflix top executives saw their total pay packages increase in 2022 compared to the previous year. Former COO Greg Peters, who was promoted to Netflix co-CEO after Hastings stepped down in January, saw his total compensation rise from $20.4 million in 2021 to $28.1 million in 2022, while CFO Spencer Newman saw his pay bump from $12.5 million to $17.1 million. This year's pay packages will look different. However, as Netflix has placed $3 million salary cap for its top executives and implemented a requirement that 50% of pay packages must be in stock, according to Friday Securities filing, Sarandos allocated $20 million to stock options and has $17 million estimated target bonus for 2023. How? Peters is allocating $17.3 million to stock options and has $14.3 million estimated target bonus for the year. And now, as chairman, Hastings' salary is dropping to $500,000 with $2.5 million allocated towards stock options. So, basically, in a nutshell, these motherfuckers, however the fuck they're managing to do this, are getting paid more money, even though they're losing the company billions of dollars. What do we got here? I just did the last one. Okay. So, all right. So for the absolutely just mundane explanation of this, basic terms. If I was let's say I'm a mechanic, okay, and I'm getting paid a certain amount of money, and I keep fucking up the cars, and every 6 cars I fix, only 4 of them actually run well, which means I'm losing money for the shop, right? They're giving me a raise because I'm a shitty mechanic. What? That doesn't make any sense. So these guys are shitty CEOs, they're shitty co-CEOs, they're shitty businessmen, and they're getting paid more money. And obviously there's something else going on because they're not paying them for profit, because they're obviously not making profit. They lost money. They didn't gain money. They lost it. So that means that someone else is padding the pockets. Someone else is funding this organization. I wonder if Soros has anything to do with this. Or maybe Amazon's backing him. I don't know. But isn't it funny how all of the major TV channels, streaming channels, Hulu, Netflix, I guess we can count Peacock, HBO, freaking Netflix, they've all gone woke. HBO has some things that aren't woke, and Amazon will drop a series like once a year that's not woke. But even the not Rainbow Six one, what's the Jack one? not Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher was a little woke, and it wasn't anything like the books. It was a horrible series. I know a lot of people liked it. I know it's a controversial way of looking at the show, but if you read the books, you would totally fucking understand that's not Jack Reacher. That's like a pussified version of Jack Reacher, but it's still not Jack Reacher, and they went totally woke on it, even though people don't agree with me on it. It still happened. So Amazon will drop occasionally a non-woke show, but 90% of their shows, 85% of their shows are all woke. So is Netflix, so is Hulu, so is HBO. Dude, if you go on HBO right now, HBO Max, and you look at their new drop shows, it's all female leads, or it's trans, homosexual, gay, LGBTQ plus shit. Not joking. Or race baiting type stuff. All of it is. It's all woke. That can't be a fucking coincidence. All right. They're not making money. They're losing money. Disney, all of them, HBO, they're all losing money on those shows. Now their main shows, like when you look at the Dragon one, what's the one they just came out with? Not the original, but the new one. I forget the name of it right now. Not Song of Ice and Fire, but the new one, the one that it's telling the prequels. That made them some pretty good money because only like one episode was kind of like weird with the woke PC shit, but the rest of it was decent. It was pretty good. It destroyed Rings of Power, House of the Dragon. It destroyed Rings of Power. Absolutely dominated it. Just completely took it over. And they only cost like $26 million an episode to make, while Rings of Power cost over 60, or was it 16 million an episode? I know it was a lot. They spent almost 500 million or 600 million to make the first season, and they didn't make any money. But they're still making a second season, even though they didn't make any money. That cannot be a coincidence. Now we know Netflix is not making money too. So how are they staying funded? Someone's pushing this. Someone is making it happen. Someone is pushing our pop culture so that they can affect us in a specific way. That's just how it is, guys, unfortunately for us. All right, next one. Here we go. We have a Citizen Free Press has something has a pretty interesting set of tweets here. There's two tweets I want us to look at. Why is this coming up like that? Oh wow. It's just a dump. Okay, well, all right. This is going to be a little weird. I got to open this up. There's a couple of these we got to look at. Let's see here. There we go. Disturbing read on South Africa. Wild crash in the forest. Don't skip the ending. That is not what I wanted. There was something specific. Let's do this. No. Okay. Sorry, guys, but apparently it's a data dump. And it's not, when I pulled it up, huge crowd to over pizza. Is that it? Yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted you guys to see. Check this out. This is kind of interesting. This is from Citizen Free Press. This is something that they put on YouTube, and I've never seen this video before. All right, so check this out. You're gonna find this rather interesting. Let's do this. Whoop. Apologies. I'm having some technical difficulties. It's actually just me. It's user error. Here we go. So I've never seen this video before. Mexican Iron Man, TJ, guys, anyone? Rebecca, Counter, anybody? Shadow, have you seen this? This is a pizza place in Florida, Mega Pizza, I guess. I've never heard of it.
Great again. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Don't eat it with a fork. You know, a lot of... Does anybody want want a piece that I've eaten?
I mean, it's only got like another 31 seconds. We have to watch the whole video, but why is it that this isn't on Fox? Why can't we see this on Fox? Or maybe it was on Newsmax. I don't watch a lot of Newsmax because it's obviously one-sided, but I never saw this video. I never heard of that video. Has anyone else seen that? If anyone's seen that, yeah, TJ, you haven't seen it? Dude, Super Spur, what's up, bro? Where you been, man? Damn. I've talked about you like the last 3 episodes, dude. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Hope everything's going great for you, man. Seriously. I'm glad you're here. We all missed you, I promise. So I've never seen that video. I've never heard of that video. I've never heard of Mega Max Pizza or whatever. But why don't we see more videos like that? Like of Trump, where people are actually showing him support. And I was really surprised whenever I got sent the link to it. Because that's the first video that popped up. There was one other video that I really liked, but I don't have time to go through that whole thing. I'm not gonna do that. But I mean, the positivity in that video is cool. Granted, it's a little cheesy. He's obviously, I don't know if you guys saw this, but he took a really, really small bite of that pizza. So he's either on a diet or he just doesn't like pizza. I don't know. I know he likes McDonald's, but maybe he just doesn't like pizza, or maybe he doesn't like pepperoni. I don't know. But I mean, he's there with looks like a father and son. Both of them are black. Why is that not televised? All right, Super Spurg, you did see it? I never saw it. Did you see it on a news channel, man, or did you see it in something else? Hey, Spurg. Oh, yep. Yes, I saw it. Now I want pizza. Where did you see it, Iron Man? I've been busy and had stuff to do. It's all good, bro. You take care, man. Always, dude. You're always welcome here. You know that. But what I'm saying is that was not something that was broadcasted on mainstream. Okay, but everything that they possibly can, they'll make an AI of him getting arrested, but they won't show us the stuff that actually happens. I just thought that was kind of weird. That's a pretty positive video, but we didn't see it. Online news? Okay, so he saw it on online news. Mexican Iron Man, where'd you see that at, bro? Where'd you see it, man? Because so far you're the only 2 that saw it here, and there's only 8 of us here right now. But I mean, yeah. Sometimes I check out news from the leftists. Yeah, so do I, dude. Yeah, definitely. You know that. I post articles from CNN up here and MSNBC, as cringe as they are. But yeah, you have to. But I mean, that wouldn't be on CNN or MSNBC or ABC or CBS or anything like that. That would never make it because it's too positive. They have to show them in a negative light. That's why so many people have Trump derangement syndrome, because they don't think he's ever done anything good. I saw a clip online on a Twitter. See, there you go. So it never, I mean, why wouldn't that put on why wouldn't Tucker Carlson talk about that tonight, or Hannity or anyone else, I mean, it just seems like something we would have seen that would have been cool. That's all I'm saying. All right. Next, let's see here. Oh yeah. Here's one of my leads. I found this rather scary and interesting at the same time, but it's par for the course though, right? I mean, when you think about things from a certain perspective, we're just going to see more of this. I found disgraced FBI agent Timothy Thibault's, it's probably Thibault, not Thibault, Thibault's girlfriend's Twitter account. Is the FBI planning to intimidate Hunter Biden whistleblowers? Pretty good question. This is Hunter Price, or Greg Price. I was thinking about Hunter Biden. I found disgraced FBI agent Timothy Thibault's girlfriend Twitter's account. That's hard for me to say. She had tweeted prolifically in defense of the former special agent. While most are innocuous, a few of her posts raised some serious red flags. Her tweets contain specific and non-public information where she suggests that the FBI is planning to respond to the whistleblowers and have come forward to congressional Republicans to expose the anti-Trump bias at the Bureau and the censorship of the Hunter Biden laptop during 2020. I'm so tired of hearing about the Hunter Biden laptop. I know it's real. I know. I'm just so tired of hearing about it. I really want him to go to jail. I just don't want him to talk about it anymore. Her Twitter gives reason to believe that the FBI may be conspiring with Thibault to attempt to discredit and intimidate the whistleblowers, including by revealing their identities. As you may recall, Timothy Thibault was one of the FBI agents who was in charge of the investigation into Hunter Biden's laptop, which the Bureau originally obtained in 2019, which we know now is a fact, even though no one's being brought up on any charges. Last July, Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley announced that the FBI whistleblowers had come forward to his office alleging that Tybalt deliberately suppressed the Hunter Biden laptop investigation before the 2020 election. Can I get this off the screen? Continue reading. Thank you. Deliberately suppressed the Hunter Biden laptop investigation before 2020 election. The whistleblowers also alleged a widespread effort within the FBI led by Tybalt to downplay or discredit negative information about Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden's former business partner, Tony Bobulinski, in an interview with Tucker Carlson last October, said that Timothy Tybalt never followed up. Why don't we just call him Titty? Never followed up with him or his lawyers after he presented evidence at the FBI that members of the Biden family committed multiple felonies. Breaking. Hunter Biden's former business partner, Tony Bobulinski, reveals that he presented evidence to the FBI that Biden's committed multiple felonies, but FBI agent Timothy Tybalt, who ran point on the investigation, never followed up with him or his lawyers. So let's give this a little look-see.
For the sake of our country, for national security. At that point, he was candidate Joe Biden. Now he's the sitting president of the United States, the most powerful person in the free world. And daunting. So at the end of that 5+ hour interview, the head of station told my lawyers, listen, an individual named Tim Tebow is going to run point on all of this. We're definitely going to have Tony come back in for a follow-up interview. Could be as early as next week. Some of the people that were in the room weren't well versed on all these facts. We may want to have people come in from Baltimore or Delaware. And, you know, I was ready to sit down with anybody that needed me to or travel wherever I wanted to. And so the head of station gave my lawyers Tim Tebow's cell phone number. Tim was not there that day. I think he was out of Washington, D.C. But my lawyers had an hour and a half call with him that Friday night, October 23rd, and subsequent calls through the weekend and the following week when I was then coming on your show to provide the facts to the American people. And they were supposed to be working a follow-up interview. And Tim Tebow, in his last discussion with my legal counsel, was, listen, we know Tony's cooperating. We appreciate all the information he's provided. We will follow up with you. We're definitely going to have him come in for a follow-up interview or spend some more time on this. And I haven't heard from him since.
At all?
No.
Wow.
Nor have my lawyers.
Wow.
No communication whatsoever?
No.
Since before the 2020 election?
Correct.
That's shocking.
Shocking, yeah, that would be one adjective. Yeah.
Tell us about
incredibly illegal.
There he is, guys. With him, my lawyers did, and had extensive discussions. Obviously,
so Titty, there's Titty. Look at that nice little picture. There's Titty right there. Burn that image in your brain. Kind of looks like a cross between what is that a raccoon? Maybe a rabbit? Some kind of rodent. Yeah. And then his ears make him look kind of bat-like in a way. Anyways, so Titty was also accused by whistleblowers who came forward to Republican Jim Jordan of using cases related to the January 6th U.S. Capitol riot to overstate the threat of domestic violence extremism. Well, we already knew that, though. He would later resign from the FBI, talking about Titty, being accused by DOJ Inspector General Michael Horowitz, is that right? Horowitz, of violating the Hatch Act when his anti-Trump social media post surfaced. From the account at Missy Morgan Fit, Titty's girlfriend, Melissa Morgan Ransom, really? Ransom? Maybe she ran some. No, that was bad. My apologies. That was horrible. A fitness instructor from Florida, at first glance appears to be conservative in her political beliefs, most recently retweeting DeSantis's statement on Trump indictment, as well as one tweet criticizing parents who allow other children to undergo gender reassignment. And Quentin, hashtag blow up the sun, bro. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. Let's see here. Here's Missy right here. Okay. Can I blow this up? I think I can. So fitness and nutrition, single mom, homeschool, hopeful romantic, Florida and Texas, horse mom, wanderlust in Jesus. Okay. That's who she is. This is the woman that apparently was dating Titty. And 50% of Americans polled by the WSJ said the fourth year is not worth cost. Okay, so that's fine. This is her. This is her account. So this is the woman that we're talking about now. This is the woman that was dating Titty. Okay, so once you off the screen, there we go. So, but she has tweeted endlessly in defense of the former special agent. Here are just a few examples. these right here. Okay, so this is her basically defending him in some way, shape, or fashion. All this stuff right here. So obviously she's either still with them or she's getting paid very well. Man, look at all these tweets. Now, why would somebody who appears to be a Republican tweet so earnestly in defense of the FBI agent at the center of the FBI's interface in 2020 election? Coercing, blackmail, threatening their family with death, murder, and rape by going out of his way to keep the American people from knowing accurate information about the Biden family. The answer to that question is on her Instagram at MissyFit, where she has several pictures in her story of her with former special agent. Okay. All right. Well, hedgehog. Okay. Whatever. Here's the pictures of them together right there. All right. While most of Missy's posts are her defending Titty from his critics, a few raise some alarms. She suggests knowledge of potential future actions against the Grassley whistleblowers that seem remarkably prescient of non-FBI employee. For a non-FBI employee. I was kind of thinking that. For starters, she says in one tweet from February 11th, the anonymous whistleblowers are lying. You will find out soon enough. And another tweet from March 24, Missy's account responded to the whistleblower allegation that Titty led the charge for or at the FBI to overstate the threat of domestic violent extremism in America by saying allegations do not make it true. Unfortunately, you are going to have to wait a wee bit longer to be able to see and hear the facts made public. Stay tuned. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Like whenever they were like, don't worry, we got all the evidence we need. So you want to pretend that you don't know much about the interview. How did you know it was in the Washington field office and there were two agents? Also, if you don't know anything more than that, then your lying whistleblower claim is BS. I actually think I'm going to tell you everything I know. The anonymous WBs, whistleblowers, are lying. Once again, I don't really care if you believe me or not. You will find out soon. It's always, you'll find out soon. Who was it Shifty Shift? Yeah. This was like, don't worry, we've got the evidence. We're gonna impeach Trump. Don't worry, you'll see. But regardless, these tweets raise an obvious question. What exactly should we be staying tuned for? What are we about to find out to the whistleblowers who came to Grassley and Jordan about Titty? That means they're lying. Is this information she learned from Titty, or is she just completely making things up, or is she not the one actually using the Twitter account? Well, in 3 tweets, one from March 1st, one from March 19th, and the other from March 25th, Missy says that the whistleblowers aren't as anonymous as they believe. In another tweet from March 1st, she says that they put their jobs and futures on the line. That sound like a threat? So, I mean, they're going to give testimonies and everything. But what my issue, we were just talking about whistleblowers earlier. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of shit. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Macton, what's up? Let's see here. You never find on news black people saying racist things. They only look for white people being Karen. Yeah, probably. Hey, we got a good Karen video. I teased it in the promo. Tamsack done. Congrats, man, over 500. Yes, I did. You helped me with that, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. I still don't think 500 is a lot, but we are officially over 500. We kind of fluctuated for a week or two, but we are officially over 500. I think I've gotten up to 522 and then it dropped back down to like 516. But whatever we are today is a pretty solid number. But we're over 500, guys. So, I mean, not bad, right? I mean, for a nothing nobody that's just over here sitting here just running things out of a little corner. You know what I mean? It's not bad, I don't think. Take care, all. I'm needed elsewhere. Thank you, Vince. Of course. Thank you so much. You are always more than welcome to be here anytime. All right. I noticed my niece's sister family hate public school for some reason. I even talked to my niece why she's homeschooling. Dude, there's no need for public school anymore. Public school is a government-ran institution. It's basically just brainwashing centers, reprogramming centers. That's all it's for. Goddamn, she's looking good, but downright dangerous. Quentin, I agree that it looks like it's her account. It could be a fake account. I don't know. But I mean, if she's a Republican saying those things, that doesn't really make sense. And again, maybe she thinks she's on the right. I don't know. Or she's in the right. But she told me it's just full of assholes. Plus, it's far from her house. Sure. TJ. Hey, that profile, I replied on Instagram. Really? That Missy chick, I think I replied to her on Instagram. Hey, probably, dude. She seems kind of famous. Let me check. Cool. Listening. It's all good. You take care. You guys are gonna make it 600 this week, slowly promoting you. Well, thank you. You know, I'm not exactly sure why, you know, you guys are supporting me so much, but I really do enjoy it. You guys are awesome. I go and check you guys out whenever you have a live show. And I promote you guys too, obviously. And also, guys, remember, as always, promote yourself in the link. Drop your link in. I want everybody that can, you know, promote your channels as much as you can. I was kind of hoping James could come in today, but obviously I think he's still doing his channel. Correct. I don't know which was correct. I don't know. But no, it's not her. Yeah, see, I didn't think it was her either, dude. You mean it's not her that you replied to? Well, look, she's either being coerced or threatened. I mean, that's my opinion, honestly. That's what I think. But I mean, whistleblowers, there's an act to protect whistleblowers. An act, like it's a law. You can't just like throw them to the wolves, and you can't just dox them, and you can't just ruin their jobs and ruin their lives. You can't do that. You can't. So, I mean, what the fuck? Why are we even having a news article about whether or not it could happen or not? All right, that's all for our news stories. Let's get on to the fun shit. I was going to show this last week, but I had to cut it short last week because it was Wednesday night. I was exhausted, and we had to move on. And I think everybody was kind of doing something else. I think at one point I was at 0 viewers for like 10 minutes straight. I was like, you know, I think everybody's asleep, and I was falling asleep. So I was like, yeah, let's get out of here. So this is what all of us think of Bud Light, pretty much. It's a little late, but I think its point is still going to be driven home. Enjoy, guys. I think you're going to like this. All right. So this is Patriots roll a steamroller over woke Bud Light. Bud Light, I hope you're paying attention.
You can go around and find out. You can go around and find out. You may make it through the snakes, snares, and alligators, but once you get to the gate, you can't depend on your waiters, because you'll be overeated. I'm talking growing tomatoes, feeding the worms I fish with later. I'll have a fish stick plate over a 6-foot grave before I take a knee as our anthem plays. My hands on my heart, I stand on what I say, and my Second Amendment handles what I can. I ain't trying to be Billy Badass or talk shit. I'm just saying, there's the line, don't cross it. I got a Red Ryder gun when I was 3, so I don't run or hide from anything. Bitch, I'm a red, white, and blue collar boy from the South. You can around and find out.
Do not let self-loathing individuals take over your favorite brands. And if your brands give those people power, stop using them.
They stop buying them, guys. I know some of the stuff out there we're used to, but look, if they're spreading propaganda that hurts our kids and hurts our families and hurts our culture and our nation, we got to stop supporting them. And the only thing these motherfuckers care about is money and power, and they can't have power without money. Don't forget that. Oh, we got more. Okay. Let's see here. She replied to me, but this chick is hot. Go get her, bro. Get her done. I don't think she. Oh, okay. Yeah, true. I agree with you. I think she's either being coerced or her family's being. I mean, that's what these guys do. Look at the Epstein Island thing. I mean, there's no way John Cena was walking around in thigh highs in a skirt because he wanted to. All right, that motherfucker has got his dick in something or something that he did, probably sexually, that they are just throwing at him, which is why he's sucking China's dick. Okay, these motherfuckers have been doing this for years. They know how to manipulate people. It's all about blackmail. Okay, that's that chick's. Oh, she looks like her. Okay, we'll check it out in a second. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I know, right? It's good, right? Yeah, roll over that shit. Yeah, ain't Bud no more. Poor little baby. That song kicks ass. That song is pretty cool. All right, let's see what Super Spurg sent over. Now remember, I don't have Instagram, Super Spurg, so I don't know if it's gonna pop us up or not. So she does kind of look a little bit like her. Here, this is what Super Spurg was talking about. She looks like she has a lot of plastic surgery, though. This is the one he's talking about. Oh, no. Well, let me look at her picture. I don't have Instagram, remember? So I don't have an account. So that's the chick he's talking about. Joe J. Waller? Yeah. But okay, so let's see here. Correct. Yeah. I mean, I know it's crazy, but no. No, you're good on what, brother? What are you good for? Yep. Let's see here. All right, so next. Oh, don't go after her. Right? I mean, she looks like she's a little fake, right? Yeah, so it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, so let's see here. You know what? We've never had the blonde, brunette, redhead discussion either. None of us have, for women or men. We should do that someday. Okay, so this is okay. When I first started my channel, I promised you guys to show you guys the South and show you guys Texas. I want to show you what it was like growing up at a family reunion in my family. This is and I can cook every single one of these things from scratch that he's got right here. This is my cooking right here, and he's not wrong. This guy's amazing. All right, I don't know what it tastes like, but just from the preparation, it looks really good. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this. This is true Southern cooking right here, and some of you are going to know what I'm talking about. McDame, I know that you're a Dallas girl or a city girl, but if you haven't tried some of this food, you've got to try some of this food. Let me know. Shoot me an email, and I can teach you how to make this for you and your husband. Seriously.
Homemade tartar sauce, catfish, fried ribs, fried chicken, barbecue ribs, pulled pork. Got chicken and dumplings, macaroni cheese, turnip greens, candy yams, chili beans, rice, and hot water cornbread.
Hot water fucking
cornbread.
cornbread.
Over here to the other table, follow me.
That's just one table. That's your main, okay? Now you come over here.
Potato salad and devil eggs.
All by Mr. Patrick. Straight out of Shreveport.
Shreveport, baby. Hot sauce.
Mr. Patrick, I'm on the way to you, player. I'm on the way. Save me some of that hot water cornbread. That food is good.
All right. So in my pantry right now, I probably have 18 kinds of hot sauce. 18 kinds of hot sauce. That does not include salsa. Okay. And I've probably got 300 spices in there. Yeah. We Southern boys, we know how to cook. All right. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see here. Yep. See here. Oh, mac and cheese, baby. And I mean, when I say I make mac and cheese from scratch, I'm talking about I make it from scratch. All right. I don't have to buy the pasta. I can make my own pasta. But dude, I buy the pasta probably, just to make it easier. But the way you cook the pasta is also the way the macaroni and cheese tastes too also. But I make my cheese sauce from scratch, and it's a lot harder than people think it is. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Southern cooking is different. It's okay. But to be fair, whenever you go to a country or an area or a region that has a culture built on food, it's always going to be different. And it's always going to be, better or worse for something else. But man, I've been all over this world, and there's nothing like Southern cooking to me. I could be in the middle of some of the greatest dinners I've ever had, like a 4-course meal at a $500 plate place, and I'm thinking about macaroni and cheese and red beans and rice. I'm not fucking around. I'm being 100% serious, okay? Because no matter how fancy you dress up a fucking scallop, it's still a fucking scallop. I don't give a shit what you put it on. Amen to that corn. And that's hot water cornbread. There's like 100 ways you can make cornbread. That's different. That's hot water cornbread. It's a Southern thing. Yes. Now that's Texas, baby. Damn straight. I wish I could perfect in making. Dude, I can teach you how to make mac and cheese, bro. Easy. My email is in there. Just email me. I'll tell you how to do it. All right. Just don't share the recipe. All right. I'll leave out some of my tweaks because it's my own personal secret, but I'll teach you I'll give you a base sauce, dude. And then you can go from there and kind of tweak it yourself. Okay. We run out of Texas Pete all the time. Texas Pete's good. If you like Texas Pete, you'll like Louisiana. Let's see here. If you like Texas Pete and you want to try something a little hotter with a little bit more of a robust flavor, go with Tapatio. Okay. Now remember, Tapatio is a different type of hot sauce, okay? So go light it first and see how you like it. Like I like Texas Pete and Louisiana on eggs and cornbread and my chili and on, you know, my red beans and rice and gumbo and okra and stuff like that, right? Macaroni and tomatoes. I like that too. But, you know, I like tapatio on like my burritos and my tacos and ooh, man, I'll make a tapatio burger, dude, or a patio. Southern men, Southern women know how to cook. I'm just telling you. All right, it's different here. All right, like they do in the supermarket. Like, oh, dude, well, remember the supermarket's different. Okay, so like the supermarket is a prepackaged thing. I'm talking about from scratch. Like you're starting off with the basic ingredients here. Yeah, Texas. Yeah. Okay. You can make mac. There we go, Quentin. I knew I liked you for a reason, bro. Yeah, dude. I mean, I can eat back in the day because they. By the way, mac and cheese, the box mac and cheese has changed the recipe in the last 5 years, and I knew it the moment they did it. Because when you eat, your palate's adjusted the right way, and you know about food. I'm telling you, dude, they changed it. They put something different. Everything's dude. Yes. I like Louisiana on my pizza. Like if I'm gonna do a hot sauce on pizza, Louisiana all the way. It's because there's a different flavor between that and Texas Pete. But man, Texas Pete's good though. She's not joking. Your Texas Pete's a good sauce. Well, of course you can. You're a Filipina. Hello. What's up, Sean? How you doing, man? You missed the food video. Just scroll back a little bit and watch that food video, bro. Yeah, see, I can't bake. I can make cornbread and I can do cookies. And I say that lightly, but I fuck up everything else baking, pastry-wise. Let's see here. Sometimes I make mac and cheese with coconut milk flavor, and sometimes I can make a spicy version of mac and cheese. Yeah, there's all different ways to. Yeah, so yeah. But we both know there's a secret when you're making mac and cheese, and if you don't know what you're doing, you mess it up. Dude, it's good. Dude, spicy mac and cheese is good. One of my favorite mac and cheese, okay, I know it's going to sound crazy, all right? I like shaving the broccoli, the head of the broccoli, shaving just the buds off, and I put them in a bowl, okay? And I'll let them sit inside of like a butter sauce, a slightly warm butter sauce. I don't want to cook it. Like I'll melt the butter and just let them sit in there, right? And then I use that as a flavor to the cheese sauce, okay? It comes out so fucking good. I'll sprinkle a little pepper in it, you know? Oh my God. Because you know, when you're cooking macaroni and cheese, you never have to add salt. There's a reason why. It's one of the secrets of making good mac and cheese. You never have to add salt. There's a reason why. People that don't make mac and cheese from scratch don't understand it, okay? But you don't have to ever add salt. So the only things you're adding to homemade mac and cheese is your different flavors because it's already salted. All right? Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. I can cook, but I cook very orthodox too. Yeah, well, like religiously, like you have to follow Judeo-Christian values or Jewish values. Let's see here. All right, so let's see here. Like no cheese with meat type thing. Let's see here. I can't have cheese right now, anyways. I'm making myself hungry just talking about it. Okay, next one, ladies. This one's for you. All right. I couldn't help this, guys. You got to see this. This is some good shit. This chick is base as fuck. All right. A buddy of mine sent this to me, and I couldn't help it. I had to share it with you guys. This is interesting. Listen, ask yourself this: have you seen this trend?
Have you seen the trend of women filming men subtly looking at them in gyms? It's absolutely insane. If I was a man, I would just go to an all-male gym. If a man checks me out in the gym, I'm just going to smile back. Or if I don't like him, I'm just going to move away. I'm not going to whip out my iPhone and then blast him on social media. It's like Me Too gone mad, gone crazy. But it's funny because I'm actually seeing the repercussions of this. I saw another video go viral of a girl doing a squat with the rack, and she's stuck in that position and she can't get back up. And nobody is helping.
Nobody helped her. Like, okay, I'm a gym rat. I'm in the gym 6 days a week, okay? And this is true. This happens. I go to a smaller gym, so I don't have to deal with this shit. But, you know, chicks are walking around not wearing underwear or wearing, you know, G-strings, which is nothing wrong with lingerie, but it's kind of the wrong place to do it in the gym, right? But, you know, you're walking around half naked from the waist down anyways. You just have a different color skin. So dudes think about sex every 25 seconds. It's been proven scientifically. Okay? So if you're shoving your ass in front of a dude who's getting his adrenaline pumped up because he's working out in a fucking gym, What the fuck? Okay. I mean, dude, this is not hard to figure out, but there's this certain type of Karen that on purposely like films herself at a gym because she thinks people want to watch her. And when a dude's like kind of just slightly glancing and looking away, oh my God, he's such a pervert. Oh my God, I feel so much like a piece of meat. I'm so objectified.
Her. Man isn't going to risk everybody laughing at him and calling him a creep by actually going over to help her. Well, these are now the repercussions, because when a woman actually does need help, men won't help because they're terrified of being blasted on social media for sexual harassment. And if I was a man, I wouldn't do it either. I'd stay away from these women. They're crazy.
There was one video that I watched, and okay, I didn't believe it was real at first. Okay, I had to actually do some research on it before I realized that it was actually real. But so she's on the bench. She's trying to max out. She's a bodybuilder. She's trying to max out, I think 215, and she got to about right here for like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. She couldn't move it. The guy bumps it and helps her get it up. She stands up and she's like, motherfucker, I would have gotten it if you hadn't bumped it. What? It's like, dude, thank you for spotting me. Hopefully I'll get it next fucking time. Okay? Your vagina does not give you the right to be a fucking cunt to everyone around you. It's not the way it works. If you're going to be in a gym, you're equal to all the other gym members. Period. I saw a girl without a spotter. She was very nice. I talked to coach. I was like, coach, she doesn't have a spotter. She's doing squats and bench press. Like, she's going to hurt herself. Because, those are the two most dangerous lifts in the gym. Okay? Squatting and bench press, you can fuck yourself up if you do not have a fucking spotter. Okay? So I walked over to her and I was like, ma'am, look, I'm not hitting on you. I'm not flirting with you. But if you need a spotter, let me or coach know. We'll come over and we'll spot you. You cannot do this by yourself. This is bad. She laughed. She apologized. She just wanted to get her workout in, and she said her spotter wasn't there. That's how it should go, okay? But most of the time, that does not turn out well. It's like, oh my God, leave me alone. You're such a pervert. Ooh, creeper. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my gym. All right. I like my mac and cheese with sausages. I don't like that mac and cheese in the boxes like the original. Okay, to be fair, though, the original Kraft mac and cheese had a really good powder sauce. I used to use it as an ingredient when I made my secret recipe freaking au gratin potatoes. But they changed their recipe, and it's not powdered cheese anymore. It's like powdered cornstarch now. No, just very different. I think you were talking about earlier. Oh, okay, Orthodox. Okay. Let's see here. That's true, Vincent. Cheese already has some salt in it. Yes, it does. Like I can make coconut rice. Ooh, yes, coconut rice is good. Horchata. Haha. It's scientifically proven with science. Believe the science. Or taco with habanero taste with teriyaki. I've never tried that before. I love habanero though. With kimchi. Kimchi's good. That would be a different kind of taco though, not a traditional. Listen, some women like that. Yeah, well, it's they want the attention to create the drama. Some women live in drama, Mrs. Dame. Okay, they have to have it. They have to create some type of controversy, even when there is no controversy. Some women like that attention, or hot attentions. Okay, I got you. All right, I need to talk with a French person because I think I've been eating brie cheese. There's lots of ways to eat brie, bro. All right, I can tell you too. There's a lot of ways to eat brie. I have my favorite ways of doing it too. Hey subs, ask Brie Larson to borrow some. Because I don't know. There's okay. Have you guys seen Brie Larson's feet? It's that bad. Just the toe, like that's. Stop it! I saw a video on YouTube trying to say Brie Larson is a good person. She actually tried to do the fitness thing. Did you guys know that? She tried to do this whole like changing her image. She wasn't a bitch. She was a good person. She put on yoga pants and tried to work really hard and tried to show people that she was like a fitness person. I mean, I'm all about second chances, but it doesn't work that way. Provocative clothing doesn't necessarily mean that they want attention. Agreed. Okay. I'm not saying that. All right. Like a lot of things, it's relative in my opinion. There's a time and place. Okay, walking around with a camel toe in a building where you're going to be doing nothing but sweating, that's not appropriate. That's what I'm saying. I think someone paid that dude. Which dude? This guy. Sometimes women wear clothes that are considered provocative for the feeling it gives them. I would say that's an extreme. Most women wear things to be noticed. Most women want attention, regardless of who it's from. And women compete with women more than they do anyone else. They're not competing with men. So, like when you see women, they're trying to look better than other women. This is also a psychological thing. So, and it's something they do. It's like women are hypergamous. They don't have to necessarily do it on purpose. It's just a part of themselves. It's what they do. Women always compete with other women, just like men always compete with other men, even if they don't want to or mean to. It's just a part of our, basic lizard brain. Sometimes Hollywood hire people to make actors look good. Yeah. Oh, dude, of course they do, man. They got the best trainers in the world, man. Even what's his name did a bit on it. Bill Burr. Bill Burr did a bit on it. It's like you're going to eat romaine lettuce with lemon juice, a little bit of pepper, and no croutons. That was the bit. I'm butchering it, but, it is what it is. Okay, so here we go. This one I'm calling, and you thought it was all in your head. We've talked about this a couple of times, how they're trying to make Christianity look like it's evil. Well, what about if they just make Christianity and Jesus just disappear?
This is the real footage. But this is the tampered footage.
Andre, congratulations. How do you turn this around?
Man, first off, I need to first thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus.
The issue with sin. It makes us, our sin that's in us makes us do those things. And the only salvation for this sin is the gospel. The only way to really cure that what's on the inside is understanding that Jesus Christ died for our sins. And so to me, on a micro level, it's understanding.
Oh, and just like that, we lost him. I know.
Masters champion, Bubba Watson.
And then second, I
This is
got
a
to
long
thank
time ago, too.
my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Long time ago.
This day means so much more than putting on this green jacket in many ways. All right, so a technical glitch there.
This is the real footage.
That's not from recent either. That was years ago, that last one. That's not from last month. That's from years. So, and you'll see it and stuff too. Like if you want to get even more technical, they'll put Satan stuff up and not blur it out, but they won't let Jesus be on there. Just make good edited videos about them so people praise them. Dressing provocatively can be empowering for some. I'm not talking about how it doesn't empower you, but what I'm talking about is, let's say you're a married woman. Okay. The whole point of dressing provocatively is to attract a male. All right. When you're a woman or a man, you represent each other in a relationship. If my wife's going to be going out in fuck me heels and a short, tight skirt, and when she bends over, she shows the whole world what's going on, that's not appropriate. That's what I'm talking about. All right. If you're in a gym and you're wearing yoga pants, then I understand that. But if you're in the gym and you're wearing yoga pants and you're not wearing underwear and you're doing a camel toe, that's the same thing as a dude showing his heart on. No one wants to see it. No one wants to see it. And the small amount of people that do want to see that stuff are not the people that you want watching you anyways. That's my point. And what I'm saying is on the aspect of these women that are looking for attention, which you did address, is that they're looking for attention, but they're not looking for positive attention. They're looking for a reason to create drama. You're talking about the extreme example to the rule. Most women want to be left alone. Most women don't want to be bothered in the gym. They want to go to gym. They want to work out. They want to be left alone. They're dressing in those clothes because they're comfortable and because it's easy to work out in them. That's why. And some men will look, and like that lady said, when they look, they just ignore them. It's not a big deal. But the women that make those videos, though, the women that are doing that, dude, excuse me, their whole point of the video is to make fun of the dude. That's the whole reason why it's there. They're trying to destroy Christianity value in this country. Yes, they are. Just they are promoting gayness in Saudi country. I don't know that one. So they bring their toxic agenda in that country too. Well, they're doing it everywhere, man. Satanism is allowed to be wherever the fuck they want it to be now. I mean, they're not even putting up words, or they're not even putting up anything to stop it. They're just letting it go. All right, so I'm not okay. This is what I teased earlier. All right. Enjoy, because, well, there's a lot of Karen videos, but there's not a lot of Karen videos like this. I hope you're ready.
This is a reaction people have when I come to do my comedy shows in people's towns. This is how they carry on.
I'm recording to protect myself.
Is this a mental illness, or is this a Karen, or is this both? I'm going to go with both. I guarantee her Instagram bio reads a little bit like this. She, her, all cops are bastards, free Ukraine, anything that's popular at the moment.
Look,
Get away from me! Oh, y'all better get this lady!
Wow, and people wonder why online shopping is so popular. Another great example why retail workers need fucking danger pay for every day they are at work.
Now, I don't know if that was an actual worker that was there filming her, but this is my favorite part at the very beginning. I like the vibration.
This is a reaction people have when...
I'm sorry, one more time.
The audience.
One more time. I can't. I just can't. You know what? And she goes home, because there's a husband. And she goes home to the husband and is like, oh my God, this woman was so horrible in the store. She made such a spectacle. She was filming me. And I didn't do anything wrong, okay? I was perfectly fine. Woo! I mean, okay. Yeah. All right. Of course, agreed. I mean, you agree on that 100%. Let's see here. Yes, this is, yeah, dude. Share that with a lot of people. I know. I mean, oh, dude, this is just, I mean, yeah. That is so great. Dude, oh, yes. I guarantee you that woman is married. Dude, someone had to give her the affluence in order to think that she could do that. I promise you there's some cuck or some simp out there that tells that woman everything she wants to hear. I'd bet a lot on that. I'd go, yeah. Release the Kraken. God, you can't. I know, right? I know. Dude, all right. Well, wait a second. Hold on. How did she get to the fucking floor? How? I mean, because the conversation had to start standing up, right? She didn't come in the store doing the Squidward. So how'd she get to the fucking floor? Did she just like the moment the woman started talking to her, she's like, oh my God. I mean, no. I know, right? Go Power Rangers. Dude, that's just fucking amazing shit. Okay. And this one is this one gets to me because you know how passionate I am about the transgender issues, how important I think that it is that we don't let men into women's sports. This one was just right up my alley, and when I saw it, I had to give it some light. So Benny Johnson, I'm here, man. This is crazy, dude. I know this is crazy.
When I was a little girl, I had this dream that seemed so impossible. I was going to be the fastest runner in the world.
It will be a new world record.
I got this little nugget of an idea from my dad. He used to watch me run and say, "Ain't no woman alive that can beat you." And I believed him. I trained harder than anyone else I know. But I was made for this. But even perfection wouldn't be enough.
Dude.
Damn, man, powerful. It's good to see that someone in corporate America has some backbone. God bless that company. It's a watch company, too. I need to get some of their watches.
Yeah, there's a, when I find the app, I'll send you guys the link, but there's an app out there that only is for people of traditional values, and they sell only to people of traditional values, and they show you on your Mapsco geolocation, whatever, the stores, so that we don't have to give the money anymore to these left-leaning organizations. So, I mean, I have my own watch brands and everything that I like. Obviously, you guys always see me wearing a watch. But yeah, that's pretty sad shit. That's pretty fucked up that a woman could be the best that she is, and a dude ranked like 200th, 400th is going to come in and just annihilate every single woman. It's pretty fucked up shit, man. I can't believe the actor for Green Ranger is gone. What? You mean the original Green Ranger? Which one was? Oh yeah, that's right. I always think of him as the White Ranger because he became white later. But yeah, he was so. I actually did a part of the show on that. Remember, I talked about that. He self-deleted because of his wife, because she took everything in a court when he did nothing wrong. Remember, the self-deletion rate for men, successful male self-deletion, has gone up 17% since 2015. That's a real number. The attempts by women, because remember, women do not succeed as much as men. Men take it more seriously. That's not a knock. That is not a attempt at belittling a woman. It's just the way it is. Men, when we try to self-delete, we just, we go out a little bit harder than most. The attempt by women has gone up 38% since 2015. Those are real numbers. That's a real thing. So the Green Ranger is just Tommy, right? He's just one of the stats now, man. Because we the system, we the people, we failed people like him. We completely failed a lot of people from 2015 to now. So, dude gone married. That's why, women need to wake up. It's not just women though. It's everyone. Think about all the feminists that are pushing the trans agenda. Think about all the men in college that are saying there's no difference between men and women, biologically speaking. The people that are advocating for men and women's sports, saying that there's no physical advantage. They're brainwashed, Mrs. Dame. I told you there'd be things that I would tell you that you wouldn't believe. Welcome to the world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to our world. Because this stuff has been happening around us this entire time. And a lot of us don't know about it because we just don't know to look for it, or it's not in our wheelhouse. My uncle he lives in a southern part of Texas, and he would say this stuff all the time. He'd be like, it ain't going to ever happen here, and then it happened in his town. I wondered, dude, what's up, my sketchbook? I wonder what happened. I didn't know he was going through the divorce. Yeah. Dude, when I say she took everything, bro, she took everything. Look it up, man. Look it up. It's fucking sad, dude. Glad you're here, sketchbook. Good to see you. She showed no emotional feeling. Yeah, nothing, dude. Yeah, and okay, and that's an evil person, obviously. But dude, there should be laws protecting men either. People talk about how women have been oppressed and are always oppressed. I hate to break it to you, ladies, but Mrs. Dame is right. You got to wake up. You guys have more rights than we do. It's just the way it is. Here's an old one that you probably don't even know. Women and children first. Women come before children when a ship is sinking. Yeah. We've always treated women better than men. Always. It's just there was a time where women were not treated well, not treated with equal rights. We're past that time now. Now a woman can point her finger at a guy. We had a saying in the Marine Corps, a private female is more powerful than a 4-star male general. All she has to do is point at him and say, he raped me. He's done, regardless of whether or not he did anything or not. Look at what's happening with the guy that played Kane. I don't like him necessarily, but he's guilty before any trial. He's done. And he hasn't even been found guilty of anything yet. Yeah, it's sad. I know. They also made a new Power Ranger show too. Yeah, the new movie where they made Yellow Ranger gay. Yeah, that was a wonderful one. To me, it doesn't feel the same, in my opinion. I think it's not. Yeah, no. The new. Oh, you're talking about it? There's like a new TV show. I didn't know that. I won't be watching it. I don't watch anything that's Marvel. Anything that's made now. I don't watch it. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not letting them ruin anything else. I don't want to watch anything else. Okay, here's some Jordan Peter wisdom. You know, I don't like to blow you guys up and drown you guys out with them, but whenever I find something that I think is incredibly good, because I've seen pretty much everything he's done and read his books and whatnot, but this is something I think everybody needs to hear.
Girls who don't have a father will hit puberty on average at least a year earlier, which is substantially earlier. And that indicates a real biological impact of the lack of a masculine figure in the household, because that's a walloping physiological difference. We know that boys who have lack of father at the age of 12 have telomeres, so this is a genetic difference, that are on average something approximating 15% shorter, which means that all other things being equal, they're already doomed to a much shorter life. And so we don't know what the pervasive multi-generational consequences of the breakdown in familial structure in the final analysis are. Girls.
Kind of interesting, right? You know, there's a bunch of stats out there. I can throw them all to you. It's a bunch of stats probably people just don't care about, but you know, yeah, trials by media is bullshit, dude. Everyone said Johnny Depp was guilty immediately guilty. Whatever. She took a shit on his bed, and there are people still right now, that think that Kyle Rittenhouse killed 3 black people, and that Amber Heard was a victim of domestic violence, and that Johnny Depp got off scot-free with no evidence. Oh no, dude, I didn't. If it's on Netflix, I don't watch Netflix, dude. So okay, all right, I'll check it out. But yeah, so fathers in the home are incredibly important. And when people are like, "Why are fathers in the home important? Are you sexist?" And I go, "Well, what would happen if there wouldn't be a mother in the home?" And then everybody goes, "Oh." You know, I don't think a lot of women realize exactly how much misandry that they're filled with. They probably don't even know what misandry is. But a lot of women nowadays are incredibly sexist towards men. I say a lot. It's not like I'm talking like 50% of women in the world, but a lot of women are sexist towards men. They don't even know it. It's probably part of the younger generation. They just don't realize it. They're so privileged in, you know, participation trophies. I call it the participation trophy generation. But sexism towards men is a real thing, and it's been happening for a very long time. So let's see here. It's crazy. I know it is, bro. Justice for John. Dude, he got justice though, didn't he? You know, she still hasn't paid him. I wonder if she's making monthly installments. You know, but I did find it funny that she's dating Elon Musk though. You know, so there you go. Okay, we got 3 more. All right, this is we've talked about narcissism, you know, and I did promise I'd go into further. This does touch a little bit on a lot of things we talk about. I've never seen this guy before, but he's pretty based.
Why are there so many narcissists? And there are so many narcissists. Here's why. 1, the breakdown of the family over the last 2 decades. 2, too many parents spoiling their children. I see that over and over in my practice. 3, our culture won't let children fail. Schools not giving grades, participation trophies. Nothing is ever the child's fault. No school discipline. The teachers I talk to say this over and over to me. It isn't the child that's the problem.
I was paddled 70 times in the 7th grade. It was more than 70. I just stopped counting after 70 times. 70.
It's the parent never letting their child fail. 4, social media. Big driver of this. Look at me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm eating. Look what I'm thinking and feeling.
Mrs. Dan, that's what I'm talking about. The social media is what you're also trying to explain. The attention. They want hot attention. They want attention, period. Some women wear yoga pants just to get looked at. That's what he's talking about.
It's overkill. Every event of the day is cataloged. No one cares. 5, we've taken God out of American culture. I think is the main reason. Out of the schools, God out of the universities, God out of the school boards, God out of government. When you don't look to God, you look to man, and that breeds narcissism, and everyone becomes his own God.
That's called giving into the flesh or worshiping the flesh. For those of you that are not religious, that's what he's referring to. So when you focus on the flesh and you don't focus on the morality, or you don't focus on religion, you end up focusing on yourself. What's up, Viking? Of course. You're awesome, Viking. Thank you. Even Verizon mocks AH. Yeah. Mm-hmm. According to that umbrella guy on YouTube. I mean, dude, she took a shit on his bed. Like how that was probably the most amazing thing from that trial. And I saw a lot of different takes on it, a lot of different lawyers on it, because I thought it was pretty interesting. I love the way Johnny handled the trial, though. But dude, after you in front of like I don't know if people were in the courtroom. Let's say there was 100 people in the courtroom. I'm sure there were more. Let's say there's 100 people in the courtroom. That bitch had the balls to just keep looking at the fucking jury, keep looking at everyone else, and claim she was a victim after she took a shit on that man's bed. Dude, let's break this down. If a man were to take a shit on my bed, there would be police involvement. I'm not saying what I'm going to do. I don't want anybody freaking quoting me later on, but that's some bullshit, dude. Okay? And then she's going to play the victim. Dude, after you shit on someone's bed, you're fucked. You're out. I don't have anything else to say to you. Johnny Depp was a stand-up dude and a little bit of a cuck and a simp for letting her do all that shit to him. But, yeah, no. Nope. Saying what's up? Yep. Christianity gets the most critic, but they won't criticize. Yeah. See, and they won't. See, and I'm a warrior for my God. So I understand what you're talking about, and I get mad at my fellow brothers sometimes. I'm like, you guys aren't hard enough on this shit. I'm like, you got to stand up for that shit too. So, I mean, we fought wars in the Bible. It happens. Okay, I want to end on some. I was going to end on a positive note. I don't know what the video is that TJ sent us earlier. We're going to see that one last. And then after the last video, as promised, I will give you guys a small review of Cocaine Bear. Just like I teased it. I promise you, we will have a review of Cocaine Bear after we do the last little clip here. This one's really let's do I want to end a video. I like ending a video on a positive note. So let's do the tape video first. That TJ TJ sent us this video right here. So she said this was a good take clip, and I love good take clips, especially whenever he's like making the snowflakes melt. I love that shit.
Men don't care about the big old lips. Yes, they do. And no, they do it. The women are doing that for themselves because the men don't care about it. The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude than put on all that makeup and hair and everything. That's what the men want. But the women will go out there like, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat. The man will most, if he's feeling bad about himself, he wants to make sense. He'll go and hit the gym. What's the woman going to do? Go and do. Get a BBL, get her lips done, put on her makeup, put on her hair, and stay the big old fat person that she is and say, oh, it's body positivity. The men don't even want that. And that, the women aren't getting all this cosmetic surgery for the men. They're getting it for themselves.
Here, ladies, those of you that watch this video that are actually looking for real, honest to God opinions, let me tell you what 90% of all men want. Okay, I know you're not going to believe me in this, but this is the truth. When a dude finds his wife, we give a fuck what you look like right when you step out of the shower or what you look like when you wake up in the morning. No makeup. Your hair's not done. You are not all dolled up. When you're not wearing lingerie, when you're not in high heels, when you're not wearing a $5,000 dress, that's what we want to know. We don't give two fucks about your stupid lip jobs or your Botox. Most of us find that shit disgusting. And another note, we put you in a category, okay? If you have all that shit done to you, you're fake as fuck. Men aren't stupid when it comes to this shit. Yes, you will find cucks and simps. Yes, no shit. They're all over Instagram. They're on every single platform that has women on it showing off their asses and titties and shit. Yeah, you're going to find lots of guys telling you they're the most beautiful woman in the world. Those are called cucks and simps for a reason. They're telling you what you want to hear. But a real dude, a guy that knows he's got a dick and balls between his legs, he likes what his wife looks like right when she steps out of the shower, right whenever she wakes up first thing in the morning. That's your beauty. That's what we give a fuck about. We'll take a chick in pajamas over a chick with big ass fucking lips from her latest Botox. And no, if you disagree with me, you are fucking wrong. I'm telling you what guys want. I have a dick. I promise you, I am right. You are wrong. And here's the worst part about this. Most of you are trying to compete against other women that are getting the same shit done to them. Who gives a fuck what another chick thinks? Or your thousands of followers on Instagram. You're going after one dude, not thousands. Wake the fuck up. That's pretty good, TJ. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, Will Smith, dude. Oh my God, dude. I could talk about Will Smith for hours. That was one of my heroes growing up, dude. Motherfucker. Yeah, it's funny shit, right? Dude, it's amazing women don't get, man. Look, okay, they took this. I know I've said this like thousands of times already, probably. Maybe only hundreds on here or dozens, whatever. Dude, they did this like massive freaking interview of all these dudes like all over the US. What would you rather have? A woman that could suck your dick really good or make you your favorite foods? Favorite foods, guys. Dude, men are not fucking complicated, okay? We're not. We're simple as fuck. I know, right? Dude, and it's always funny because it's like, you know, there's like one clip from it, whatever, I talked about this too. But guys don't wear makeup. My woman's like, well, you guys have beards. It's like, that's my facial hair. I grow it. You have hair on top of your head. I mean, you can't make this shit up, dude. Food every time. Dude, you make me a good fucking red sauce that's just tart enough, and my meatballs are fucking nice, juicy, or you know how to make my favorite type of chimichanga, or you know how to make a chicken manicotti with an absolutely amazing fucking white sauce, and the mushrooms are just fucking perfect, and the spinach is fresh. Dude, I don't give a fuck about how good you suck my dick. I don't give a shit. Okay? You take care of my kids. You make sure that we got a well-run household. Dude, I don't give a fuck about anything else. Seriously, we are not complicated. Men are not complicated. Okay? We're not. Like, most complicated thing about men is when we want to be left alone. That's one of the biggest things about men women have problems with, is that sometimes we just want to be left the fuck alone. You know, give me 4 hours to myself. Just, I'm gonna go to my man cave, leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Don't ask why. There is no why. There is only do. That's probably the most complicated thing about us. These females love their face look like a bicycle on a plastic stretch. I know, man. I know, dude. Make your man not hungry and your kids strong. Thank you, dude. Yeah. I'm simple. I flex on how many notifications on my phone to feel important. It means someone likes you, bro. All right, last video, and then we'll do Cocaine Bear. All right, this is a good one. I like this one. It's kind of basic and simple, but let me point this out first. I want you to pay attention to the staff. This guy, I talk about this guy a lot. I think this guy's a good guy, but I really like the staff in this video. So pay attention to the staff in this video. They're the ones that really impressed me in this one. So this is cool. Check this out.
First slice of pizza. Oh, you guys aren't open right now? I left my wallet. I was just seeing if I get a slice. Are you sure? What's your name? This your place? Making a lot of pizzas. One of my buddies just got like some sort of a. I just want one slice. You don't need to like make me a pizza, man. I'll make you like a small pizza. What would you like? You sure? Yeah. Just pepperoni. I'm trying to get a hold of my friend. Everything was supposed to be delivered. Why give me a free pizza? Why not? Thank you. Whatever you hear, man. How many pizzas was he gonna get? Yeah, we're around 30. Sorry, man. I don't know why it's your fault. It was my fault. You're telling me this is all you. All those pizzas are for me. You're joking. We're gonna give them away to all the students. Actually, I got $1,000 cash. Yeah, $1,000 cash because you're working hard. You're gonna give me a pizza? This is too much. $1,000. Yeah. We wanted to bless your pizza shop. I know how hard it's been. There's other people that need more. I want you to bless like a family that needs more. All the cash. There's a lot of things I did worse in my life I wish I could take back. This is something I would take care of that right now. You guys want my pizza? Hey! What's it say on there? What? Brand new pizza.
That's pretty. I mean, okay. The college students, I'm like, man, I wish he would have gone like to a homeless shelter or something. But like I said, I really liked the pizza guy. Like that's the guy. Like I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about. I'm like, man, dude, that because you know he needed the $1,000. You know he did, but he was like, nah. Let's go do this for somebody else. You know, too bad it was affluent freaking college kids, right? But hey, you know, it is what it is. Make him a sandwich, dude. Yeah, make him a sandwich. You know, I've never done this before, but like, we need to get like, Quentin, one of our shirts needs to be hashtag make daddy a sandwich. No shit. Okay. Like seriously, hashtag make daddy a sandwich, because look, we don't question whenever we defend our woman, right? A woman doesn't have to ask us to defend her. If it's my woman, if it's the woman that I love or my kids, there is no fucking ask. There's just, dude, Papa steps up. Papa takes care of business. There's no like, honey, can you please keep us from getting killed? No. So if your man's hungry, ladies, make motherfucking daddy a sandwich. You don't ask us to open the door for you. You don't ask us to follow the sidewalk rule, right? Same concept, ladies. You may respect. Yep. Let's see here. Better make him sandwich, cut a triangle perfectly, evenly with peanut butter and jelly. Bring it to his computer and just walk away without saying anything. Look at his reactions. Dude, okay. She's got a great point here. Ladies, all the women that watch this, listen to this woman. She's got the secret code. Here's the secret code. Dude. You don't ask for a thank you. Okay? Never ask for a thank you, because that right there, what she just said right there, dude, that's like handing him $1,000 or buying him his favorite fucking gun that he's been looking at for like years. Just doing that little tiny thing. Just that little tiny thing. Dude, you'll make him feel like he's king, man. Dude, Mrs. Dame, what's that cost? 50 cents for a fucking PB&J for a sandwich? And what? 3 minutes of your time? Let's say 5. And you'll make him feel like he's a fucking king. And he won't forget it. He will remember that sandwich forever. Not joking. You think I'm playing with you? He'll remember that sandwich more than you sucking his dick, more than you fucking him in the shower. One of my most hated responses from a woman when you ask her what she brings to the table is, I suck his dick anytime he wants to. I fuck him so good. Dude, we don't give a fuck about that. You're supposed to fuck us. That's your job. Okay? Man, but you do things like remember his favorite dessert. Yeah. Ooh, when he's outside mowing the lawn, like when he's outside, like cutting the bushes down and everything, doing that hard shit, laying on that fucking dirt, bring him a glass of freshly squeezed lemonade. Put some raspberries in it. Remember his favorite fucking kind of candy. And just like put it in his lunch or something if he's going to work. Simple shit like that. Dude, we remember that shit. We don't forget it. Dude, that kind of shit is what gets you the diamond ring, by the way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay? That's what gets you the fucking Mercedes as a fucking anniversary present. That shit. Not how nice your ass looks in a fucking pair of shorts or how well you suck his dick. That's not what gets you the fucking Merc. I promise you. She's giving you the fucking secret code here. Listen. Jesus. I mean, I'll put that design on list. No shit, right? Hashtag make daddy a fucking sandwich. Funny as can be. I know, right? Guys, extra if you're naked, dude, or a little apron with a nice G-string that's all like lacy on the front. Fuck yeah. My whole level would raise if she make me a sandwich. I'm telling you, dude, it's like a secret code, man. Which is better, Subway or Jimmy John's? I don't like either. I like the great outdoors. Jimmy John's, if I'm in a pinch, I never go to Subway. I don't like Subway's bread's like this thick, dude. Like I didn't like Quiznos either because it's all bread. But if there is any great outdoors that are left, I would go to Great Outdoors. Jersey Mike's, because there's not really a lot of Great Outdoors anymore. So I go to Jersey Mike's now. Jersey Mike's makes good meat, thin bread, and it's pretty basic. Like, so if you like a good solid sandwich, go to Jersey Mike's. They make a good Philly cheesesteak too. It's not like it is in Philly, okay? But it's a decent Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You know what I mean? I know, dude. I'm telling you. Go look at some of the videos on some of the shorts from Myron and Fresh and Fit. I think it's Myron and Byron, but Fresh and Fit. And when they're asking them what they're going to bring to this high value $1 million making a year man that's going to be, giving them $200K apparently for an allowance, what they're going to bring to the table. They honestly think that they're BBLs and their booties are going to be what's going to keep them. It's like, no, you stupid fucking bitch. No. He's going to, because they're thinking that they're 10s, right? And they're like 3s. They've got like 100 body count. And they're thinking they're going to be the wife when they're going to be the sex toy. Remember, 2 categories. For sex, for relationships. And if you can't make your man a fucking sandwich, dude. I mean, what the fuck, dude? If you can't do just regular womanly duties, I'm not even talking about working or providing an income. What the fuck, man? Come on. Think about it. Jimmy John's makes fast sandwiches. They do make fast sandwiches, and they're better than Subway. I will give them. They have better ingredients. They do. Jimmy John's. You know, they've got like a $4 sandwich, I think. They got like a $4 sandwich. I remember when you used to be able to get a triple meat combo footlong for $3.99. That's how old I am. Or was it $2.99? I can't remember. Yeah, dude, they're just, food doesn't taste right. And it always, the cheese is bad. The tomatoes are always soggy. I don't know. Just doesn't really look good to me. All right. So that's it for the videos. So now we're going to get into Cocaine Bear. For those of you guys that don't know, one, if I do give a spoiler alert, I'm going to try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. Cocaine Bear is an 80s movie. Okay. It just came out this week. If you have Peacock, you can watch it on Peacock. If you want to, you can go see it in the theaters. It's a good, fun time. Okay. There's a couple of things in it, like where there's just holes in the story. Some stuff just doesn't make any sense. Like especially the opening scene. Okay. For those of you that know anything about drug cartels and about amounts of drugs and the way people get drugs, you're going to know that the opening scene makes absolutely no fucking sense, and that it's just basically movie magic shit. All right. But it's a fun movie. For those of you that are really into horror like me, and you're really into graphic horror, I'm talking like blood and guts and everything, and survival horror video games, this movie is for you. Just from that alone, I recommend it to you guys. All right. Oh, we got messages. I have speak louder. So I know, right? Oh, you saw it? Yeah, dude, it's good shit. It's good shit. It was a good flick. I loved the ambulance scene. Was my favorite part of the movie because I wanted her to, like, you know, the entire movie, like from the very beginning, because I hated her character. But dude, that was awesome. Okay. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Cocaine poo. Yeah. All right. So it's a good movie. It's short too. It's only like an hour and 30 minutes. It's pretty good. It's an hour and 30 minutes. Get some popcorn. If you got a weak stomach, it's gonna be a little hard for you, but it's funny. It's got cool little cuts in it. I really mainly want to talk about the fact that it has absolutely nothing to do whatsoever with the actual story that it's based off of. It's based off of 2 guys that started a drug operating rink in the United States of America. It's a famous 1980 story about a guy jumping out of a plane and landing in someone's yard. This is all news. It's from 1970. It has a little bit to do with the movie, but not much. Okay, so this isn't really a spoiler. If you don't know about this story, then you're either too young to know about it, or you just didn't watch the news when you were a kid. So, so there's a guy that's found with a bag full of cocaine in this guy's yard in the 1980s. And it became an incredibly huge story. And the original bag, that there was apparently reportedly another bag of cocaine, giant bag with, like, I think it said $75 million worth of cocaine, which doesn't make sense. It's, for those of you that know how much a kilo of cocaine, that's a lot of cocaine. That's like a truckload of cocaine. So the government misappropriated some funds there. But so there's apparently 2 bags of cocaine. One of them went missing, was never found. And they found a bear about, I think they said it was a couple of weeks later afterwards, and it had eaten a bag of the cocaine and it died. They found it dead. And it was a male bear. Okay. So this is a part of the soft spoilers. Soft spoilers is it's not a male bear in the movie. It's a female bear. And you all know why it's a female bear in the movie. Of course, a majority of the men in the movie, except for Ice-T's son, are total bitches. That's part of the part that I didn't like. Now, Some of it you could argue and say that it's a part of the comic relief. Some of you can argue and say that it's just the storyline developing. But there is specifically a couple parts of the movie where they actually mention a few things. And there's this, again, not going to ruin it for you. There's a theme. And if you pay attention to the theme of the movie, you'll understand why they made the bear a female. That's all I'm going to say on that. Okay. And there's a lot of completely unrealistic actions in the movies that happen, but ditto. Yeah, it's good. You gotta see it. But go watch it. Just for the gore alone, I recommend it. I am a huge gore freak. I love gore. I think gore is amazing. And it's funny. It's a good time. It's okay. It's one of those things where I say, look, you got to kind of avoid some of the things that are in the movie. Those of you that go watch it today or whatever, go see it. We can talk about it next time. Mike, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Six, if you ever come back on, we can talk about it. Or anybody that does watch The Midnight's Edge, I would love to talk about it, review it after a couple weeks, and we can just do spoilers, whatever. But it's a fun time. It's good. Get your popcorn, get a good seat, get a good soda, whatever it is you like to do for movie prep. I was always a Reese's and popcorn kind of guy with Sprite. I would get hot butter popcorn, and I would take a handful, eat a couple pieces of Reese's, and then wash it all down with a Sprite. That was my movie routine. Of course, I was always a fat boy, but hey, we all got to have our weaknesses, right? But anyways, guys, I'll leave it open for discussion. Anybody want to talk about anything? I've got a couple minutes before I got to go. Does anybody want to talk about anything? Anything I left out? Anything you guys want to discuss? I am also thinking about, once we start getting a little bigger and I start getting a little more money to put more into the show, I would like to do a Q&A at some point where people can ask me questions. I can answer them. People that have issues or whatnot. Maybe we could even do like a relationship chat, or we could do any type of, if someone's having an issue, maybe we could start GoFundMe's for people, stuff like that. I really did want this channel to become more of a beacon than anything else. So if we can do something like that for anyone, I'd really like to do that for people. Yeah, it kicks Mickey's ass, but I still disagree with people on the fact that it wasn't woke. I mean, I haven't completely destroyed the movie, but in my brain, I'm more on the side of, why do we have to constantly create these female characters that are absolutely impossibly great at everything? Because here's the deal. If you would have taken Mario out of that movie and replaced him with a raccoon that smoked crack, it wouldn't have made any difference. None. The movie would have happened exactly the same. Basically, it was the princess just telling Mario that he sucked the entire movie and doing his job for him. Mario Brothers is about the Mario Brothers. Luigi's was not a victim. He was not someone that needed to be saved. He was one of the people that you could play. And the princess was the savior, or the person that get saved. I know there was a video game for the princess where she was a badass, and I know in number 2 she was a playable character, but that was also a dream. It wasn't real. But that was later, after Mario saved the entire world. Okay, Mario had to come in and save everybody. And I'm an original Mario's player. I could beat the game in, I think it was under 10 minutes if I did it right. I had to get to level 8-2 in 2 minutes and 14 seconds flat, or 8-1 in 2 minutes and 14 seconds flat, and then I could beat Bowser. I think I could be there in his castle on 8-3 within 9 minutes, and then beat Bowser by 10. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I did it, but it was something like that. But yeah, so I just. Mario Brothers, I never really wanted a movie to be made of it, but if you're going to make our video games into a movie like Resident Evil, why don't you just follow the fucking storyline? Why do you got to add your own shit to it? Now, one of the reasons why, Quentin, it is doing so well is because it's a kids movie. I mean, the most popular channels on YouTube are kids channels. So you make a good movie, I agree. There was a really good article I read recently. Quentin and everybody, Mrs. Dame, Superspurt. Shadow, if you're still here, but counter. But I mean, like, when you have generations, right, and you preach the same thing, because think about it. Okay, think about this for a second. I'll give you an example. Imagine if you were 7 years old right now, just becoming conscious to certain aspects in life. Donald Trump has been a bad guy for 7 years. And women power, strong women, boss bitch, bullshit, Star Wars bullshit, the Marvel fucking crap that you want to call it, whatever it is, the DC bullshit. Wonder Woman's been gay for 9 years now, and Superman's son was gay for about 3 years. There are certain things that they don't even know about. There's certain people that only know Morales is Spider-Man. That stupid Spider-Verse bullshit is the only Spider-Man that they know. Think about it. So you say something long enough, loud enough, everybody starts believing it, whether it's true or not. Let's see here. Yep. It reaches 90. Yeah, dude. Oh, I think it's going to go over 1 billion. I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, what's his name on Friday Night Tights is going to have to eat pineapple pizza, which, by the way, for all of you guys that don't know, pineapple pizza, certain kinds of pineapple pizza is good. Okay. And the reason why it's good, for those of you guys that don't understand how it works, when you combine that kind of sweetness, because pineapple is really, really sweet, with that salt from the cheese, and then you add the Canadian bacon, and there is another good way to do it. You sprinkle fresh parsley over it or arugula. Oh my God, dude. It makes it just fucking go crazy. Add a little bit of black pepper too. It's good. I don't like it with garlic though. Yes, she was absolutely 100% correct. Yes. Can you give a jacket to my friend Viking? What's a jacket? Does that mean make him a mod? Hang on one second. Is that what that means? Make him a mod? So what invite by Canadian dude? Yeah. It wasn't invented. No, it's not that it was invented by Canadians. It was let's see here. There we go. And save. All right. Yeah, I don't know who invented it, but I'm talking about Canadian bacon. Add Canadian bacon. Because Canadian bacon is what makes it really good. But no. Pineapple pizza is amazing. But yeah, I think it's the Viking guy. Not this, or not our Viking Valley, but Odin, I think on FNT has to eat pineapple pizza if it goes over $1 billion while it's in the theaters, which it should technically. I don't know, whatever. But no, I don't like that stuff. And also, just for future references, there are certain things that I think that should be addressed about pop culture that's happening these days. Oh, excuse me. But like there are certain things in pop culture that I believe we should never allow. I don't know why they called Hawaiian pizza if the dude that created it was Canadian. Because of the pineapple. That's why they call it the Hawaiian. That's what it's always been. It's been called the Hawaiian since I was in the Corps, which would have been 19. That was the first time I had it. Was in California. It was called the Hawaiian. I was like, "What's the Hawaiian? Canadian bacon and pineapple." Okay. I used to get extra pineapple and extra Canadian bacon and extra cheese, and I would have them cut the slices like only 4 pieces. So I'd roll it up like it was kind of like a burrito. I loved it. It was really good. Oh yeah, of course it does. Yeah. So does, believe it or not, so does mayonnaise on a hamburger, which is a sin against God. But mayonnaise on a hamburger is a Canadian thing. And if I'm not mistaken, is it Scottish where they dip potato wedges in mayonnaise, which is also a sin against God? That's just gross, nasty. But yeah. So I don't know. I can't remember. But no, but I think that like, and this is, everyone's always like, it's just a small thing. Why do you care if it's a small thing in a movie? It's like, dude, it always starts small, and it's not a small thing anymore. If you were to go back to, we can use Dirty Harry as an example. Okay. There's literally a scene in Dirty Harry where he talks about shooting a dude, chasing a woman with a butcher knife and a hard-on to grape her, and how he has every right to shoot her. That's a scene in the movie. And he tells the chief commissioner or whatever that that's how he works. Of course I'm going to shoot him to kill him. And that's not a problem. Okay? So, let's see here. I used to think it was from Hawaii. Well, it was just called the Hawaiian pizza. But, I mean, I never thought it was made in Hawaii. It's called the Hawaiian pizza because of the pineapple, because, pineapple is massively huge in Hawaii. So that would be why they call it the Hawaiian. I mean, if they called it the Canadian, they would probably think it's because of the, the Canadian bacon. But, I mean, when I think of the Canadian, though, I think of French fries with gravy. That's what I think of when I think of the Canadian. Now, pineapple pizza is pretty good. It's not too bad. And I'm telling you, try it with fresh parsley and freshly cracked pepper. It's even better. It extenuates the flavor of it. But guys, all I'm saying is that we can't allow them to do that. Like I've said this before too. Ever since Mystique beat the living shit out of Wolverine in X-Men 1 in that fight scene, and nobody gave a shit about it, we were done. We were fucked. And then to add insult to injury, we make Juggernaut a fucking pussy in the movies, and then we have Mystique become a good guy as a part of the original X-Men, like it's a part of some storyline. Okay? The moment we let these little tiny things just keep going and going and going, you get the woman DeLorean. Okay? Yeah. Like Mandalorian season 1 was a decent show. I liked it. Season 2, Luke coming back was awesome. All right, I admit I was one of the people that jumped up. I was like, "Fuck yeah, green lightsaber, yeah!" Luke Skywalker. But then Book of Boba Fett told us exactly what the fuck they were going to do, so it didn't matter, you know. And you know, of course, obviously, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a G.I. Joe fan. He-Man was also another big one. You know, for toys and whatnot. Transformers, Spawn. You know, I really hate the fact that our pop culture is being systematically destroyed. They even just attacked Magic by turning the character from what was it? Not Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. They turned him black in Magic the Gathering. He's black now. Yeah, Aragorn. He's black now. So I mean, there we go. Doesn't matter. They do it to everything, and they will keep doing it to everything. Doesn't matter how we feel about it. They hate the fans. Mrs. Kennedy and Disney knows that the fans hate her movies. She doesn't care. That's why she's doing it. So as long as they keep doing this, as long as we keep letting them do it, as long as we keep paying to go watch their movies, they're going to keep doing it. You know, Budweiser is getting a big taste of it right now. A big taste of it. About what happens when you go too far. You fuck with our beer, man, we're going to fuck you up. So anyways, guys, that's my show. All right. As always, my final thoughts. Remember, be kind to each other, treat each other with respect. To my late aunt, you know, guys, I went to the funeral this weekend. I love you, and you know, you are always gonna have a special place in my heart. My family that fed me and took care of me while I was there, you know, you guys were incredibly hospitable to all my aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins. Love you very much, and you guys are amazing. I'm sorry that it was such a hard time for us all and everyone. Oh yeah, dude. She was like a Mexican lesbian, right? Yeah, dude. And then she sued him. I think she won. They settled out of court. But yeah, you too, Becca. You too. And remember, I know, guys, it's really hard right now. I know times are tough. I know money's tough. I know it seems like everything is just getting dark, but it's not. You know, you guys, please be wonderful. Pay it forward if you can. And if there's someone out there that needs help, you know, tell everybody and help them. You know, when they're gone, it's too late. You know, doesn't matter anymore because there's nothing we can do. We got to help people while they're here, not while they're gone. Anyways, guys, lots of love, lots of heart. Hope you guys do well. Peace out.